Hello Cancer, this is going to be a tarot reading for you for love and relationships for April 2021. There may be some messages in here that sound like they are from you and somebody you used to be dealing with, somebody you're currently dealing with, and even if you're single Cancer and just looking for love, there's going to be some messages here for you too. Let's look at these cards together and let's see what Cancer needs to know for love and relationships. Okay. Okay, Cancer, we've got Nine of Cups coming out right away with the Eight of Swords, with the Three of Swords, Strength card. Maybe we've needed to rely on our inner strength. It's been testing. Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the World, and the Emperor. Yeah, it has been testing, Cancer. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, I've got Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, no, upright, Eight of Cups. This sometimes looks like the person in this card is headed towards something somewhat unknown. The eclipse here kind of talks about some sort of an intuitive lead that this person is taking. Soul-centered, like you just feel like it's time to move on from something that was very loving before, something that was really fulfilling before. Actually, as soon as I saw these cards coming out before the Eight of Cups, I saw Nine of Cups. Wow, Cancer has everything they want. Or no, they're remembering and trapped by the feelings of the times when everything just seemed easier, more blissful, more perfect. Cancer, if this is talking to you and sounds like this is somebody that you had to walk away from because the truth of the situation really made you you couldn't see past the truth of a painful situation for some, Three of Swords. Or some just realized it wasn't satisfying anymore, so you did leave something behind. Person, place, thing, but maybe person if we're looking at this from a relationship point of view. So that's going for some of you. And that did take a lot of strength. And this is here to remind you that that decision that you were toing and froing, it took a lot of strength to muster up, okay? And it's so this is another scenario. Nine of Cups, Cancer, you are, not as happy in the relationship as you guys were. You're thinking of everything when it was so much easier. The early days when, you were dating, when things were really just hot and passionate and you couldn't keep your hands off each other. And you're thinking of that. And for some, life has just got in the way, like circumstances have happened. For some, there have been really some challenging circumstances. These sword cards in the reading do talk to me about the swords are being our mental suit. So there has been just some things that have been keeping us maybe up at night worrying, or there's just more worries and stresses and triggers, like maybe it's a good idea when I see Nine of Swords to kind of tune out a little bit of all the external noise that's going on at the moment. And like even in your relationship, if you feel like you're talking about things like that all the time, maybe just to tune out a little bit and try and get back to the kind of, feelings of gratitude about all the blessings that are already in your relationship, okay? So some it's been hard, it's been triggering. There's been a lot of feelings of setbacks almost, and are we ever going to be able to be, this is very restrictive energy. So like break free from the bind that we're in and like push things forward and get along again. Okay, we're going to have to, and it could be just like, it's maybe somebody just needs to make that first move and you both are hesitating, and just to like move things forward a bit. There's a way up here, okay? So then we've also got, we're going to pull some more cards and clear up and get deeper in these messages, but fortunately, we get a bit of clarity, Cancer. Your person that you're dealing with could be just more stressed in general at the moment, and they have a lot on their minds. And yeah, it can be maybe that you feel that that's just sort of taking away from your emotional stability and fulfillment at the moment. Maybe you feel like, in turn you're worrying about them, or in some way it's related, but suddenly you get some clarity coming up around the issue that you've been kind of needing to work through, Cancer. For the Cancers that walked away and ended a relationship, sometimes you can repeat, oh, did I make the right choice? when I was weighing everything up, my pros and my cons, these are kind of just negative, like kind of negative thoughts that we allow creep in. It's usually kind of just like our brain making up scenarios, but sometimes they can feel really real, and these like can start to, you know, the emotion might come up of, you know, regret or something like that. So these can be just things we're replaying, but we'll go deeper. But for something was telling you and summoning you to kind of to tell you that this wasn't right, Cancer. So for Cancers watching this World card, this talks about major cycles of life completely like coming to an end, but wrapping up like successfully. So this would come up as marriage, okay? But marriage doesn't, so something completely coming to an end is, we hope for a successful marriage, our life as a single person. And so that's all it is. So endings are not always bad things. Endings can sound scary, but this is, this World card could come up when you have just graduated college. So that's not a bad thing, but it is an ending. So it's just talking about you and the person. You hope for the Cancers that walked away in the Eight of Cups. You hope that you kind of, sometimes you can probably, one of these thoughts might be like, oh, but I wasted 8 years, let's say, with this person. Like, what was that all about? 8 cups, 8 years with this person. What was that all about? Like, well, no, if it was, of course, it wasn't a waste. I'm sure you learned like invaluable things about yourself. And the World card is actually something that is kind of like, it's kind of one of the karmic cards. It's us playing out our free will though, and our decisions that we make, and it's us just living in living through our free will and the choices that we make and how they unfold. Okay, so we have something coming up to an end for you guys within the relationship, and maybe you're taking things to the next level, or you both really hope to maybe buy your first property together. For some though, I think this is going to speak to the relationship that ended, and you are now just hoping like, I hope that I'm feeling the words like you hope you did it justice or something like that. Okay, cool. The Emperor is very much a nice energy to end the reading in. It looks like you might have to be a little bit of a hard ass though, Cancer, which is not really what you really want to be in the relationship. You might have to kind of like, I don't know, like put your foot down and kind of say like, no, I'm standing my ground on a certain issue. Okay, we'll go into it and we'll see what's coming up. All right, okay, let's pull from another deck. So let's clear up a couple of these cards for Cancer. I want to look at these 3 major arcana cards: Strength, the World, the Emperor. Major arcana are going to be much more focused on growth and evolution in the relationship, and they're what you're ready for. If you're single, Cancer, or if you're in a relationship, Cancer, these are the things that you guys are ready to tackle, or you're ready to tackle solo. What have we got running out at us? Ace of Swords and the 6 of Cups. So the Ace of Swords was in reverse, and the 6 of Cups upright. So we do have our Ace of Swords uprighted here, so that's good. This is just talking to me about not seeing clearly. This is just a quick message for somebody, not seeing clearly this sort of idealized, romanticized relationship that you have from the past. You're still very much seeing it through rose-colored glasses, okay? 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this person maybe broke your heart and betrayed you. So if that's the case, then you're definitely idealizing, Cancer. Okay, let's keep going then. I want to look at Strength card. Cancer, this is at the very most rooted part of the reading. This relationship that you walked away from, it really did take up that strength. Let's look into that. I also do see Strength card and the Emperor being a very solid kind of a relationship that you're in now. Very strong, very passionate. I wouldn't necessarily say grounded. Whoops. Oh, that's a few too many. I wouldn't necessarily say grounded, Cancer, but I would say passionate. Yep. Like good, really good chemistry there. And you both really want to build for a future together. 10 Pentacles. You want to climb that ladder to the very, very top. Make something that will be there for your kids even. Like just something that's really built to last. You both have like quite a burning passion for each other. Love it. Okay, so let's go. Oh, these cards are flying out today. And that's funny. 4 of Wands in reverse. What can I say about this? I don't even know where I was thinking to put this. So could be dealing with an Aries is what I would say. And the person that you maybe walked away from was an Aries, or was just somebody that couldn't commit to something long term. They just, it was really hot and heavy in the moment, but they couldn't commit to something more stable. Okay, let's see. Strength card we've done. Okay, I want to look at the World card now. That's important. Okay, no, actually, one more thing before the World card. So we're going to look at the Ace of Swords, the World card. Ace of Swords, this is you. I think you're going to cut through. There's Eight of Swords. That's when we let this kind of worry about something in the relationship build over, but it's our person is worried too. But we get some sort of a, let's see, hopefully a breakthrough on how to handle it, or just some like clarity finally coming in. Here we go, popping out. Aries energy is coming out very strong in this reading. Emperor, Sun in Aries, Three of Wands, Venus in Aries, Cardinal Fire, Aries. Very strong Aries energy coming through in the reading. The Three of Wands is just saying that you get the insight on how to expand and push things forward, move things along. If some of you are kind of trying to grow something like that, I think information comes your way. Maybe some of you maybe some of you are actually waiting like to hear back an approval on a mortgage, or I don't know, something like that. And then you're like, okay, finally we get that, we can push forward with it, we got the news, we got the information. I hope that helps. The World card, this World card. Okay, so what are these bigger cycles? What can Cancer know about these bigger cycles of completion that they're kind of ready to look at in their relationship? If some of you are trying to open a business together, it's looking really, really good. We have lots of indicators for that. We have indicators that maybe didn't work out in the past. You tried something, the name wasn't good or the brand wasn't good. But this is very indicating, you know, something in business together. Son of Wands. Some of you just worry about, I'm talking to my Eight of Cups people here. Some of you worry that you acted too fast on this, but I again think, from these cards, I kind of just think that you're probably maybe idealizing this, but some of you worry, did I move too soon on this? Ooh, Eight of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Some of you even hope now for a second chance go around again. When the Eight of Cups reverses, I see that. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see, we have a couple minutes left before my time is up on this one. So let me just look at the Nine of Swords. The person that you're dealing with looks to be worried at the moment or have a lot on their mind. Is there anything else that we can talk though about this Nine of Swords? Is there anything else? Daughter of Cups. You just want to care for them and look after them and help them to open up about what it is that they are facing mentally and what they're dealing with. You just really want to be there to make sure that they know that like they can be vulnerable around you and trust you with their issues and worries. Daughter of Cups is a really beautiful energy to come through, Cancer. It might not be the worst idea. Like that talks about communication, the Daughter of Cups. That's opening up a dialogue. So maybe opening up a bit of a dialogue about things and feelings and what's been on their mind could be really helpful in the relationship. That is going to be your reading for the month of April 2021 with regards to love and relationships, Cancer. I do actually have a full forecast for April 2021 on my YouTube channel if you happen to be watching this on Instagram. So you can check that out as well. And I will see you soon. Thank you.